Okay, now we're back to part 2 on the Sammy Grayscale project, or Sammy Color project, depending on how you want to look at it. Alright, so here you can see on screen I've gone through the dust and scratches process, cleaned everything up. I didn't want to bore you with all my little brush strokes and everything else, going in trying to fix all the fine detail. As you can see down in the bottom here, I have left this stuff alone. I don't find it particularly important for the end product, but we'll see. Maybe I'll run another dust and scratches filter thing at a stronger value and just come in and clean that up, or I'll run through the clone stamp tool or something else to get rid of that. Okay, so now that we've actually cleaned up this image, if we wanted to, we can go off and print this and everything would be fine and dandy, but the project that I want to introduce is something that comes back from the old days. And I say old days, some of us think of them as yesterday, others saying, like, good God, how old are you? All right. Back in the days before color film was a common thing, what people would do is they would have portraits taken in black and white, because that's all there was, and then they would take this black and white canvas portrait to a local artist and have that artist add, all right, real life colors to that, either using watercolors or oils, whatever it is. I don't know, I'm not a painter. So anyways, this is, I figured that would be a nice little project. There's a number of things involved in kind of going around and making stuff like that. One of them is that we have to actually convert this to a black and white image, and there are a number of ways to do this, and in class I know I went through a number of them, and as it turns out, there's probably at least 10 different ways to go about doing this, minimum 10 different ways to go about doing this, and everybody has their favorite way. All right, so your favorite way may be gradient map, it may be the black and white. Everybody loves the black and white adjustment layer option these days and everything else. Good for you. Whatever it is, whatever it takes, get her done. Okay, to that end, I'm going to close off the color image here, and I'm going to move on to my converted version of the file. So I'm going to come over here and click on that. There we go. So now here is my rendition in black and white. And the tones may change later on if I find that there's not enough contrast and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm going to work with this. The histogram more than likely spreads out really, really evenly, and I probably don't have anything that is clipping to white, and I probably don't have anything that is totally blocked up completely, except maybe down in this area here, or that area there, or there. Okay, now I've also, as you can tell down on the bottom here, I have run, once I converted this to black and white, I have converted, or they didn't convert, I ran the dust and scratches filter again at a somewhat higher value. So I could just go in and get rid of this stuff and blur that out. And I might have even gone around and somewhat blurred the background a little bit more. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is I want to start to colorize this. And in order to colorize this, I have to have some selections. I don't have to. I prefer to have some selections. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process of showing you how to save your selections, and then how to call them back up so we can load them, use adjustment layers to add color, and move on from there. All right, so there's going to be a whole bunch of little things inside this project that I think will add value to whatever you do in any other project. And like anything that I do, it's not necessarily the end result that is the wow factor. It's all the steps that we take to get there, and you'll be learning a dozen different things in while going through creating this project. All right, to that end, all right, I guess what we'll do is move on to the next movie.